Hello, Mr. Ghulam. Very nice to meet you today, and it's very wonderful time to talk about more about the innovation issue and also the cooperation between the China and the Pakistan. As we know, the China and Pakistan relationship is one of the best model of the countries' cooperation among the Belt and Road countries. And we know just at the beginning of November, and His Excellency Prime Minister of Pakistan paid the official visit to China. And this also shows the very importance of the cooperation and the relation between China and Pakistan as a whole round strategic cooperation partnership. And as we see, CPEC also entered to the second stage. So how do you think is any good influence for the cooperation between the two countries?
Thank you so much, and it's always a pleasure meeting you. I think the Prime Minister's visit to China was very significant. It was Prime Minister's visit, after this the conference, CPC conference. One of the few head of the governments, actually first head of government who visited China and met the president. And as you may have seen, the joint statement between the leadership. It talks about revitalization of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor under the BRI flagship of BRI, and some of the focus areas are export-oriented sectors, and IT and technology sectors hold the key, and this is as per the vision given by President Xi that our mutual cooperation would be based on IT, agriculture, and tourism. So there has been some special emphasis on IT sector, and we look forward to the cooperation. Pakistan invites all the Chinese corporations to come to Pakistan, make use of the wonderful facilities and incentives. For example, in Pakistan, in Gwadar, we provide 23 years tax holidays and 40 years if you are a smart manufacturing company, and if you want to import your machinery and other raw materials, for 40 years there is no taxation or customs duty at the import stage. So and also another important development is that after the Prime Minister's visit is that Ministry of Commerce from Pakistan and MOFCOM China, they will conduct a joint study, and in that joint study they will firm up a roadmap to further develop cooperation on sectoral basis, and in that IT and some of the other sectors, especially IT, holds critical importance.
Okay. So regarding the innovation, cooperation development, we know that China and Pakistan, both countries, do a lot of tremendous work. And in 2017, China also announced the so-called the Belt and Road Science and Technology, even the Innovation Action Plan. And also by 2021, and also government of Pakistan also have initiated the special technology zone authority to make a practice from the China. So in this case, especially, how do you see the innovation cooperation and between China and also the Pakistan, and especially any potential cooperation even among the SCO countries? Yeah.
Thank you. This is a very important question. We have launched a Special Technology Zone Authority in Pakistan, and that offers some very special incentives, and it partners with innovation companies for smart manufacturing in Pakistan. And this is our government's top priority, to encourage that, because Pakistan is enriched with youth. And as I mentioned, that only 4% of Pakistani population is above the age of 65. most of the population is around age 18 to 35, around 60%. So they're all tech savvy, driven, very highly, have high demand, very high, with high consumption. So, that demographic must be used to our advantage. So we are providing all these incentives for technology companies to come in Pakistan, invest, and also we're looking to partner with different provincial governments of China also, so that they not only come to Pakistan, make we can develop those industrial estates based on those provincial governments, and they can help us develop those areas and work with our technology companies, partner with them, and train them, build their capacity to further enhance our exports.
Okay, so but particularly for some industries, for the technology cooperation, what is the most potential in this field, and can you make some list of the main, like a project or cooperation result between the two countries so far?
I think we have to very carefully look at the economic endowments of Pakistan. So when we talk about economic endowments, we have agriculture in Pakistan.
Okay.
And we need a lot of focus on agriculture. We need to increase the yield, productivity of our farmers. And agriculture is a very a wide subject. So you have fisheries, you have animal products, you have dairy, you have meat, you have cereals, you have fruits and vegetables, you have flowers, you have oil seeds, and processed food. So I think these are very basic technologies, but when we look at the endowments of Pakistan, so this is like some sort of a precise intervention and cooperation that we need, starting from this, that can help us increase our productivity and help us export. And I always say that Pakistan has the potential, given the huge arable land and fertilized land. We can not only become a fruit basket for our country, but for the region and China also.
Yeah.
So moving on from agriculture, we want to venture into technical textiles as well. We have a very strong base in textiles, and with cooperation with China, and obviously their technology base is wonderful, phenomenal. Over the years, there's been a lot of improvement. So we like to cooperate in that also. So so that we can move towards high value-added products. And because we have already a lot of know-how and the knowledge base, so that we can capitalize on it and improve our value chain.
Yeah.
So similarly, there are many other sectors. For example, some of the new technology we also want to venture into, like solar panels and electric vehicles. That is very important for Pakistan, because Pakistan has in order to sustain our economic growth, it's very important for us that we rely more on indigenous sources of energy and use them, and rely less on the fossil imported fuel. So in order to do that, government is focusing a lot. Prime Minister has recently launched a 10,000 megawatt solar energy initiative. There's going to be a green revolution in Pakistan. So all Chinese companies, relevant Chinese companies, must come to Pakistan.
Yeah.
So these are just some of the examples that I have in mind. But the list is long, I tell you, and I have shared with you the working also, and there are many products that we have actually done precise working at HS8 digit level, and that working can be provided to you.
Yes. Okay. So as most of the SCO countries, as you just said shortly, and there's a lot of young generation, means the youngs by the population. So in that case, because the young people are the innovators, like leader in the future, like creator, even the new entrepreneurs in the future. They are the like a force of the new development, a new development. So, what do you think was the policy or good image for the startups and the new enterprises for the policy or for any supporting from the government?
Well, thank you. Like I said earlier, we have this demographic advantage, and we are looking to utilize that to our advantage. And we are looking for cooperation in this area. And I must welcome that already we have some key projects. One Chinese enterprise is already helping us out to train our youth, and we are going to launch that in this in the coming week. Excellency Ambassador is going to inaugurate that cooperation center. So this is just the beginning. It's tip of the iceberg, and there's so much more to do. And I know that Chinese entrepreneurs are pioneers, and they're doing a lot of good work in technology. So we really look forward to connect our youth with the Chinese enterprises, build their capacity. As you see, like I said, this is the demographic advantage. And to make best use of the demographic advantage is to train them. And train them in some kind of art which is going to bring, which can help meet their requirements and needs and help them earn money. So, based on that, I really appreciate the current cooperation, and we look forward to enhancing it further.
Okay, but let's think about the future, because in the future there's a lot of big opportunity and even the challenge. So what do you think about the more like a challenge or perspective of China and Pakistan cooperation? Are they the young people have become forcing like a driving force of technology innovation among even in the SCO countries? What do you think?
Definitely, definitely. Young people have this knack for learning new things very quickly, in comparison with the older people. And like I said, taking best use of this demographic advantage and also looking at the region and SCO's support. And I know there are some initiatives of SCO also. So we really hope that connectivity and through connectivity and matchmaking and cooperation, we can have more giants and entrepreneurs and future leaders. And I always say that we are looking to create some unicorns in Pakistan. And I think some these innovative ideas have to be harnessed in a much better way. And we look forward to that cooperation at SCO level and with the Chinese enterprises.
It is wonderful. We still have a good memory. Before His Excellency Prime Minister paid a visit to China, we are very honored and happy together, ICAC and also the embassy in Pakistan and with the other partner to organize here is China Pakistan Trade and Industry Cooperation Forum, and even we invite Capital Innovation Alliance come to join. So, what do you think? Any positive points here in this such kind of activity?
I think that was a wonderful activity, and we got interest from so many companies.
Yeah.
And we have their database. They're willing to work with Pakistani enterprises and Pakistan, and they want to go to Pakistan as well. We highlighted all the incentives and policy regime that Pakistan has and the support that the government, the sort of executive hand-holding that the government of Pakistan is willing and sort of for the Chinese enterprises, we are ready to dole out the red carpet. So that was a wonderful event. I really thank ECAC and BJIA also. It was a wonderful job. However, now it's the time to transform that potential into reality.
Exactly.
And we need to take next steps. And for that, we are interested in doing another venture, and I will go to that before mentioning one more aspect. That when the Prime Minister of Pakistan visited here, we also organized an online forum.
Yes, we did. We also attend.
Yes.
Yes, online.
So that was Pakistan-China Business Forum, and the Prime Minister addressed that forum. And only in a matter of less than a week, we were able to make almost 600 registrations with almost 480 unique companies. So that speaks volumes that, in such a short time frame, so many companies showed interest. So the conference that we organized together and this forum where Prime Minister addressed, we really hope to transform that into real potential. And for doing that, we intend to hold Pakistan-China Business Opportunities Conference in the next year. And we hope that the interest that has been shown by the companies and who visited the embassy and who joined the Prime Minister online, they can go to Pakistan, and we will do that very precise matchmaking. And we'll have this very well planned so that, concerned people are there from the private sector and from the government side, and we'll also arrange site visits. So this is one way where I feel that we can transform this, and we are open for more ideas about how to put this potential into reality.
Yes, I think that this is a really the very important time. It's like a new era of the change. It is full of challenge, but it's still a lot of opportunity in front. Even we're facing a lot of, at the moment, the challenge, but we can face it. We can share each other and we can cover it. Because I found that between the China and the Pakistan, this is really, really like a very solid partnership and cooperation for a long time. So I think a lot of Chinese companies and entrepreneurs, even the young people, especially focus on the new technology, e-commerce, and also innovation. A lot of things that do a lot of great job. So I hope in the future we can do something more together.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you very much for sparing time and having me for the interview.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.